Today marks 66 years since the shocking deaths of rock and roll legends Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper J.P. Richardson. The musicians died after their plane crashed down in an Iowa cornfield, and the song American Pie memorializing that tragic day. The song hit #1 in a week and remains legendary to this day, with almost every American recognizing it. We've all sung along to it at one point or another. Joining me now, I have the singer-songwriter behind the iconic song, Don McLean. Don, thank you so much for joining me this morning on Morning in America. Wow.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. It's crazy how that song has gotten almost an unofficial holiday now on February 3rd. So every February 3rd, I get all kinds of requests to be interviewed and so on and so forth. But I'm just happy about the fact that it's locked in with Buddy Holly and his wonderful music. And we have a really nice documentary, The Day the Music Died, the story of Don McLean's American Pie. You can see that or get that on Amazon, and you'll know all you want to know about this song.
Well, I just mentioned off the top, so many of us have sung this thousands of times before, but a lot of people may not realize the history behind it. And it really memorialized their passing about a decade after that plane crash. What about, their lives, their careers made you want to pay homage to them, and what sparked that inspiration for you?
Well, American Pie starts off with the death of Buddy Holly, J.P. Richardson, and the Big Bopper and Ritchie Valens. But it continues on for 8.5 minutes and moves through a lot of other things that happened in the country in that decade. So it's not only about that terrible crash. And what I like about the song is it's become kind of like a folk song, really, that children sing when they're little, and then as they grow up, they want to ask questions about what the lyrics mean, and they start to learn more about what happened in the 1960s. Many of those questions are still unanswered, which is why the interesting release of all the information on those 3 assassinations by President Trump is a good thing.
And the timing of this interview with you today is also pretty uncanny, right? Just after a week of terrible aviation headlines. That must also weigh on you this week as you're thinking about your own song.
Well, it is a parable, and it's about America, and we're always evolving. And, the song was always big. It was the longest #1 song for over 50 years until Taylor Swift had a longer song at #1. It was always twice as long as everything else, but people listened to it. So I've been very fortunate and very thankful.
Yeah. How do you think American music would be different today had those 3 gone on to live full lives and full careers, Don?
I think if the politics of the 60s had not been upset by a lot of very bad things, that we would be a different country. I don't think we're as civilized as we once were. Everything has gotten kind of dumb, if I may be honest. The lyrics aren't all that intelligent, and it's very hard to find a melody that you can whistle. So I don't know whether that would be any different or not, but I don't think that's progress musically.
Yeah. Well, hey, congrats on all the success with American Pie all these years later. Don McLean, thank you so much, and we'll all be playing it today, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you virtually.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.